Alright, so we're going to be continuing the mono red, big red deck from yesterday. We can go over the deck real quick. If we can find it. Oh, there it is. Alright. So yeah, same kind of stuff. Shimfire, Shock. These Dire Fleet Daredevils, not really sure how good they are yet. Lava Coil, Treasure Map. Some more removal. A little bit of threats. I don't know. Deck's been performing decently well so far. We're currently 2-1, so let's just continue on. We'll talk about it as we play. I'm not sure if this is like the best big red list to run. I kind of like the dragon setup, but haven't tried it out yet. Because there's like some dragon setups you can do with like Sharkin and Demanding Dragon, maybe some other dragons as well. But anyway, let's get into some games. This looks like a pretty decent hand. We'll keep this, mainly just because we have the treasure map and a shock early, so can hopefully slow our opponent down enough and gain some card advantage. And like, what else can we really expect from a hand like this? Or like any hand in this deck. This is like a pretty, I guess, average hand. Alright, so playing against Golgari mid-range. Wild Growth Walker is pretty good. Need to find a way to get rid of that sometime soon. But if he starts exploring, then we're just gonna have to let him have it. Double explore, yep. It's looking bad for us. Right off the bat. Well, he didn't hit any creatures, so that's good. And he's running white. But it's not like we're doing a whole lot. So, a little awkward. So we'll go ahead and take out this Jade Light. Let's treasure map. Okay. We're just gonna take the damage and look to kill this walker on our turn. We can do another scry before we play those two spells. It doesn't matter. We can draw first, actually, since we're not going to scry this away. So let's go to main phase. Guess we'll lead with the shock. Now it's Lava Coil. Geez, we're already at 12. Okay. So go to 10 here. And a Discordant. Ooh, Discordant's really bad for us. Yeah, I don't think we can catch up. Another Dire Fleet. Not really impressed by that card yet. Oh, treasure map again. I'm sure he has some removal. Chain Whirler. You're good, but you're not really good right now. So if I play Phoenix, let's still take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to block that. I don't think we can take the Chain Whirler. Maybe we have to just as a blocker. Yeah, we'll keep it. We're not like super happy about it. Well, we got our Ascension. Alright, let's see what our opponent has. We could sack these 3 to play another Chain Whirler or another blocker. Maybe we should have. I guess I just don't have really any hope for this this matchup right now. Shala, sure. There's like no way I can come back from this. She had a really strong curve this game. Wildgrowth Walker and Jade Light into, I guess he skipped like a turn or two into Discordant. Wow, he just passes. Oh, we can punish here actually. I think we attack. Yeah, I think we attack. Okay, damage. Let's go Chain Whirler. Another Chain Whirler. I think we'll also Treasure Cove to draw a card. Hope we get like a Lava Coil, a Shock. So he's Convoking in response. Oh, that's really annoying. Because those are 2/2s. It's possible we can grab like some kind of removal spell here. But we didn't. Man. I think we just have to play this guy as well. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Alright. We do have some good blockers, but we're just going to take air damage for 2 turns. He's just alpha swing. If he's not alpha swinging, I don't really know what his deal is. Well, I guess he doesn't want to. He shouldn't want to swing with a Discordant. He's going to pump. He didn't pump. Guess we'll go an Arch here. I don't think the War Boss is going to do much for us. Neither is Siege Gang. We're just on the back foot. Can't do anything. We'll look for an opening, but I don't think we're going to get one. I guess we can develop this Siege Gang next turn. I don't know. If we can like deal with this for like 2 more turns, we have a chance, but I assume he's just going to keep putting +1/+1 counters on his creatures, and we're never going to be able to kill him. I don't know what he's thinking about. God, that March of the Multitudes really like sealed this game for him. If he didn't have these 3 guys, we could potentially fight this. Jeez. Okay. That's a concede. Let's be real. So he was having issues casting. That's what it was. I was like trying to figure out what this guy was doing. It's 2 and 2. Not amazing. I think the deck just needs a little work. I think we could find a version we liked more. I guess I'm tilting a little, thinking the deck's bad. I think this hand is fine. We don't have any like good spot removal, like shock, lava coil, but I think we can get away with this hand, depending on what we're playing against. I don't think our opponent's gonna have many instant sorceries, so let's just play this guy out. I guess first strike, so he shouldn't really be able to do anything. Healer's Hawk. Alright, well that's an issue. But it looks like we just go Chain Whirler next turn, Rekindling, and then we're in the driver's seat this game. Yeah, he just concedes. Which is fair. I don't think he can fight the first strike, and he just kind of got blown out there. So some openers like that against decks like that are just so impossibly hard to deal with. Chain Whirler just eats that deck alive. But then you play against something that has Wildgrowth Walker, and we struggle to find a way to kill it. And it just magnifies all his other threats. Double Chain Whirler, but only 1 red mana. We do have a treasure map. I think this is a pretty easy mulligan. We have a scry. We have a lot of stuff to do on 2. I think we can keep this. Alright, let's get rid of him. Alright, one more draw to find a land. That'd be great. Come on. Ooh, that hurts. Alright. Alright, there's the land. Just gotta play some blockers out here. Yeah, we have no choice. We'll take the 3. Alright. Mountain's nice. War Boss doesn't look very good here. What else could we do? We could Banefire for 2 something. We could just play the other Daredevil. I think we just play the other one. And just let First Strike do its thing. Okay. It's a pretty good pickup for us. We definitely need it. And we're currently stalling his current board. So I think we just get rid of this guy. Then we'll be doing pretty well. We also need to develop this treasure map. So we can actually get some of these bigger threats out. We're gonna do the risky play and just play the treasure map. We can Lava Coil next turn, but we like have to continue to make land drops. So our opponent is stalling. It looks like we're stalling a little bit too. But looks like we have action and our opponent doesn't really have much. So if we can just build a board, then we should be able to overcome what our opponent is doing. Alright, the game's looking pretty good for us now. Got a lot of good first striking guys. We got some removal. Oh man, this poor guy. I mean, I'm assuming he just kept a hand that's just as bad as my hand. But he's suffering a little more for it than we are. Which is unfortunate, but I mean, that's just kind of how the game is sometimes. Let's go to combat. Put a stop in our upkeep so we can flip the treasure map. That's brutal. Sure. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can launch 4 goblins. So we'll just go to combat. So damage is getting through 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, nope, 4, 8, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, right. That's unfortunate, opponent, but it happens to me just as much as it happens to you. Cool, but that brings us at least up to playing infinitely, so can't complain too much about the deck, but there's definitely some things I would say. I think we can keep this hand. We kept last hand. This is pretty similar. Ooh, mono white. Alright, so we'd like to find a chain whirler. Hey, and there's a chain whirler. So now we'd like to find a mountain. We'll probably lava coil next turn, just whatever else he plays, because we don't want this to flip. If we don't draw a land, we'll consider playing the treasure map, but it's kind of unlikely. We may just Banefire for one, keep the lava coil for something bigger, like a Loxodon. Any other card that we use against the Loxodon is going to cost way more mana, or we're not going to be able to get there. Okay. That's definitely a card I'm interested in getting rid of. So let's just go and lava coil that guy. Yep. If he doesn't play anything here, we'll play the War Boss. There could have been an argument for the treasure map, but I really want to start getting some board advantage. Okay, 4 mana. I'm trying to think of what else my opponent has here. Conclave, okay. So since you just played the Conclave there, I'm gonna play this Phoenix, see what our opponent has to do. Hopefully he's not just holding a fistful of Conclaves, but I guess we're still okay if he is. Alright, let's see. What are we doing now? We get Chain Whirler, feels pretty weak here. Probably want to try to develop this treasure map. Yeah, we're just going to look to develop the treasure map. We'll look to trade this goblin if he wants to trade. Which I think he would want to, but he's got an instant, so it might be just a march. If he marches here, then we'll definitely slam a Chain Whirler. Okay. Definitely worry about my opponent having a march, so we're just gonna hang on to the Chain Whirler until he marches or Discordance. I guess Lava Coil will be for Discordant, but same sentiment. Try to get more advantage out of the thing. All right, so it does a 1-turn march. Was that 1 turn? Or is it in a turn? It was in a turn. Okay, he just didn't want to block. That's fine. Oof. All right. Hard opponent. Chain Whirler is a card that exists in Standard. Maybe just really wanted to flip his Legion's Landing. Take 3, he gains 3. Alright, treasure map. Ship and Fire seems decent. Yeah, sure. We only need 3 mana this turn, so we'll look to treasure map again in the upkeep. No, we should have drawn first. That was a slight play mistake, but whatever. Yikes. Alright, there's Discordant. So we have the Lava Coil for it. We can also Shiv and Fire it if we draw land. We can just double Shiv and Fire it. We can actually treasure map and sack some treasures. We can sack 2 treasures to Shiv and Fire kicked to kill it. Yeah, I think we still need lands. Is there anything better to do than that? I mean, we could just kill this whole board, deal 8 damage. Guess that's pretty good because we can untap and Banefire. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, that puts him directly at 5, and we can do 7 damage next turn. Seven uncounterable damage to the face. Yeah, alright. You can't even deal with the board, so I guess that works too. I guess I was more fearing like more lifelink guys. It'd be a little harder for us to get the damage across. Or any blockers would have also worked. In his mind. So I think that makes us 5 and 2. Nice, the Nicol Bolas Arena. This is the best one. Hand's kind of on the weak side. I'd like to see some kind of removal. But we'll keep this. Seems good enough. Playing against mono red. Okay. Maybe he'll shock us or something. We can actually get some use out of this Dire Fleet. But the way the turns are probably going to line up, I'm not really seeing having enough mana to use it, to be honest. So we can play Dire Fleet. So he's forced to use a removal spell, but that kind of defeats the whole point of Dire Fleet. We can play Lava Coil here. Next turn is going to be War Boss. Don't know what actually is best here. I guess we'll go for trying to get some spells out of my opponent. Especially if this guy runs like risk factor. We want to have the fleet to save us some damage. Feels like a really weak lava coil though. We could have maybe just waited another turn, but it is a wizard and that's like strangely relevant. Alright. Card's a little unfortunate. Let's just play this guy. I'm sure we'll get a piece of removal. We'll look to play the Phoenix next turn. We should have like a gentleman's agreement here that neither of us are like wanting to attack. Alright, or he's gonna give me a piece of removal. And that's fine, we can Dire Fleet to kill it. The issue is more gonna be if our life total is gonna be high enough by the end of this game to realistically deal with enough things. So yeah, Dire Fleet. I assume he's going to sack the Firebrand to kill this guy during his turn, and then he'll be back to having board advantage. If he runs Phoenixes, we'll try to hold on to the Lava Coil till then, but I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. Sure. Going to 12. We're slowly grinding him out of cards, so that's good. But it has an answer for the Phoenix. Even if we try to block, you can just ping it with that guy. So I think we just have to hard cast this Lava Coil, unfortunately. We would like to develop the Phoenix here, but we can't continue to take 3. Yep. Our opponent has no graveyard. We've removed his whole graveyard. That's kind of funny. Alright, there's the Frenzy. And this is kind of the part where we get buried in card advantage. So any removal spell kills this and you can ping it. Yep, just like that. You got it. I haven't seen many opponents that play Frenzy put a stop in their upkeep to play cards off the top of their library. That's pretty smart. Not a lot of people do that. More people should do that. Unfortunately, we have no gas. We have like nothing to do. Yep. Yeah, we can deal with that card, but like, not really achieving much. Sure. Kind of have to, or this is gonna get way out of control. Let's put a stop in our upkeep. Is that 4 lava coils? It's 3. We just played one of our opponents. That's right. Yep. Yep. Alright. Mm-hmm. Alright, got 2 lands out of the way. And we drew a shock. We have to hit the Steamkin. I think we're just dead. Like, there's no world where we can deal 20 damage before he can deal 6. So, that's GG. We'll hang on anyway. Maybe he'll, like, you know, have a real life issue that he has to walk away from the keyboard for 5 minutes and we can win. Wow. That's a little unexpected. Guess you just had double land on top. You can't really sack them. Either that or just like messing with me. Alright, I guess we arc here. See if we draw like a chain whirler. No, of course not. Alright, we're at 2. At least 2, or at most 2. At most 2. Land into Lava Runner. That is a GG. Alright, so big red. It's decent. I'll give it the decent. I'm trying to think of what we lost to. I think we lost to a mono blue list, some list where we didn't draw any lands. So, but I'd probably change the list around. Probably look to play like more of dragon focused. Where's this Ruinous Blast? Cool. Anyway, yeah, that's it's big red.